Hi, and welcome to episode 2 of the Plouple Couple Show! Yay! I'm Hutchtastic. This is Kevin Knapp. Together, we are the co-owners of Plump Records, and as most of you know, we are not only creative and business partners, but romantic partners too. So we thought we would have another episode of our little game here, where we have a list of fan-submitted questions about our relationship and who we are in life, and we're going to see how many of them we get the same answer for. It was pretty fun last time. We thought we'd do it again. So
sounds great to me. Can't wait to see where we match and where we don't.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it. So the first question is, who is most likely to drunk dial someone?
Yeah, I guess this probably starts at the root of the question, which is who's most likely to drunk. Yeah, Hutch is not much of a drinker, or isn't it a ceremonial, sort of occasional?
Yeah, I might have a glass or two of wine or a few drinks if we're out or whatever, but I don't really enjoy being drunk. So I usually will keep it at like the tipsy, like starting to feel the buzz. That means like I'm where I want to be and don't want to necessarily get past that point. So drunk dialing, I just don't often. It happens once in a while. But.
And then to know Kev, especially in the olden days, is to know excess. So I think that I usually let it loose when the good times are rolling a fair amount more. And the type of person that will wake up in the morning and start the procession of apology emails. So, yeah, it's probably me more than you.
I would guess that's probably true. Okay, next question. Fitting, given our current outfits. Who has the most hats?
Yeah, I think that's...
Kev has a few good hats, but yeah, I'm definitely... a collector of objects, let's say, and so I have a collection of some dope lids, and I think any of you that have watched our stream for very long have seen my spectacular pink custom-made top hat, sparkle glitter top hat. Yeah, I have a few good ones.
Yeah, when I first met Hutch in San Francisco in her closet, I rocked up and there was just like an arsenal laid out along the wall, I believe it was, in one of the closets, like down the length of the closet. And I used to have sort of a favorite one, admittingly, that I kind of lived in. But that has changed since my stylist here is picking up, and I've always been a fan of them, and I am recently beginning to acquire some more. I also think the longer that you're around, the more that you start to take care of stuff, and so the hats that I do have are sticking around a bit more, so the collection's increasing.
All right, next question. Who is most likely to send food back at a restaurant?
Oh!
Okay.
First one that we got different.
It is. I am not that likely to send food back at a restaurant, so maybe I'm incorrect in my answer there. I just think that you generally are
conflict averse.
Yeah, conflict averse, like really want to make sure that everyone is comfortable, even if that person is just like, the waiter. You don't want them to feel bad that the meal wasn't right or something like that. Whereas I I'm not trying to be rude or like berate a waiter or anything like that, but like if my shit ain't right, like I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, and I guess depending on like levels of food snobbery, which I guess I would myself admitted, I can be particular if things aren't prepared the way that I can eat a lot of stuff and I enjoy many things, but done the way that they're supposed to be done.
I can't think of a time though, honestly, and we before COVID ate out with some frequency, that either of us have actually sent anything back while we were out together.
So maybe we're both kind of unlikely.
Yeah.
In the end, but yeah. All right.
Okay, so next is, who would die first in a horror movie?
Yeah.
I mean, this one, I think is Kev. Kev is always on the lookout for danger, one might say. I lovingly refer to him at times as skittish Kev, whereas I am like a little bit just like bolder, take it on, like go for the adventure, like maybe not think as much about the consequences as maybe I might. So especially like in life, that served me great. But if we were in a horror movie where people are dying left and right, like it probably would work out less well than it does in our like actual reality.
I always keep an eye on folks who are creeping at all times. We will not roll up. I will not get constantly.
No, that's true.
No.
Real. Okay, so next question. Who could do a better impersonation of Claude Von Stroke? Okay, I just am not much of an impersonation gal. Like, I might have the leg up in that, like, we're both from outside Detroit suburbs. So, like, our accents are probably quite similar. I don't, like, hear my own accent, but I would guess, like, we both have a bit of that Midwestern going on. But I'm not an impersonator. I swear, I feel like I have heard you, like, not impersonate.
Well, I would tell you, this is actually an exercise in deflection for me, because I can sense that the end of this question is probably going to an impersonation. So as she talks, I'm not listening, and I'm thinking about what's in the toolkit. I don't have Claude's voice, but I have been impressed with the baby arm stance lately. So we'll see if I can just take one quick stab at that.
Yes.
So when he's on the decks, there's this thing that he's doing, and his sister, Fanny Pack Films, is always calling out that he's doing the baby arm stance. So that's about all I got. But yeah, as you can see, it's not very good, which is why I told her.
Still better than mine. Okay. Ooh. Who is a better liar?
Oh, God.
I know, right? I don't know that either of us are good liars.
I don't think that we're great liars. I think it's also good that we didn't call the other person.
I guess.
Take this on our own.
I think that Kevin's a terrible liar, actually, which I do appreciate in a mate. Like, who needs their partner lying to them?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think this is something that either of us search for and or celebrate or probably know much about. So.
Yeah, we're pretty straightforward folks.
Yeah, we try to be as a radical honesty policy in the house.
Definitely. Okay. Who has more t-shirts? I just have more clothes. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess truth be told, in classic Plump on-brand style, it can be rough as a big man to get stuff that is not whack. They want you to dress whack sometimes. So we have to really search and ferret for stuff sometimes that fits me. I've got a few different places that I go to that generally are sort of hip-hop in orientation, but also shout out Sam Flores from Upper Playground for making shirts that are dope, that fit the big man. But yeah, I keep to a few like different brands or whatever in terms of the t-shirt styles, generally speaking.
Yeah, that's real. Okay, next, who speaks better German?
There's a story here. I've been here for so long that I should be speaking better German. That's actually the story.
Yeah, Kev has lived here for what, 5 or 6 years longer than I have? No, I was gonna say longer than me. Yep. So yeah, about 5 years longer than me. Kev's been in Germany, but I'm just a total nerd when it comes to languages and a polyglot. My first undergraduate degree was in Spanish language. I also speak French, conversationally at least. And now I've been chugging along with my German. Like one of the few people I know that like enjoys learning and studying about grammar. Like most people just think it's like boring and awful, and I like geek out and like think it's like got this fun logic. So yeah, I got that one for sure.
I generally avoid questions about my German at all costs, so I'm happy for us to move on now.
Okay. Who misses the States more? You must have been gone longer.
Yeah, I've been gone longer. I think the food that you grew up on, obviously, I think plays a role. We can ship some of it. We can duplicate much of it in the kitchen. But there are
go to 8 grocery stores to find the ingredients.
Yeah, we do dinner parties with some frequency, and the grocery store thing is a thing. The States, just in general, I'm happy being here. I never thought that I was going to grow old in Berlin, and so that I think like weighs in my psychology about it a bit.
You are pretty old.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Young at heart. Young at heart.
Yeah, so I think I miss the States a good deal. I think you do too. You've traveled. You're really well traveled as well. But you like the ethos here. So.
Yeah, I miss like people in the States. I do miss like American grocery stores, especially California. Access to produce Germany definitely has like a different food culture. Berlin, specifically, has a different food culture that like has taken some adjustment. But like I don't feel super homesick most of the time or anything like that. I think that probably just miss it more than I do overall.
I'm tentative.
Yeah, it's true. He's a sensitive guy. Okay, so the last question, not too far of a cry from the first question. Who is the biggest party animal? I know, this one's hard. I don't know, can I do like a little, ooh? We both really like to party, I'd say, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I didn't really answer that one. So we'll land on Kev, I guess.
Yeah, but we're both.
We both.
Pretty,
yeah.
As I'm looking at her, you see me staring. I'm thinking about some of the stories that she's told me before we met, and I think they rival mine. We party sort of in different ways.
Yeah,
I think I'm more of the sprinter. Yeah. And she's more of the marathon partier.
True, that could be true.
Kev goes big, fast, and then usually tuckers down and out at some point. And she can do it for quite some time. At least she could. I don't know that we've done that much since we've been together. We've gone the distance a few times.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So we both like to party. I don't know how we calculated that one because I kind of avoided answering, but
well, you came around to Kev, so like where you settled, you filled in the.
Okay, so we got that one. This 1, 2, 3, 4. That we got wrong. That we got wrong. 5. I don't remember what we answered for feedback. I think we said differently. So 6, 7. Okay, so we got 7 out of 10.
Hey, you know what that means? That means we're getting better.
Better than last week. Yeah, well done. So now we're going to put a big ask out there. If you have any questions that you would like to see us tackle on the next Plouple Couple show, specifically ones that have a Kev Hutch binary answer, we would love those submissions. So put them on our Instagram, type them in the comments here on YouTube, anywhere.
Send us a DM.
Yeah, all of that. So get up, slide right up in those DMs. Any of that would be super helpful. And we'll see you next time on the Plouple Couple Show.